Patron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to Morning Watch with me, the Scruff, and sitting next to me today is the Wild Wonder Wink on this fine day, 18th of September. And is it a fine day? Not really. It's so foggy outside, it's like the land that time forgot. But have the charts forgot? Well, let's find out, because what we do in these little videos, if you've not been here before, is we look at the economic news of the day to see if there's any movers and shakers that can possibly spike or turn the market. And I also go through my strength sheet where I show the strongest and weakest currencies of the day to help you with a watch list. Now, these are done on a reward basis. The sheet's made every day for the Scruffy Squad, but if I see 85 likes, I'll do the next one public. Simple as that. Just helps me gauge whether my time is worth it. So what are we looking at today? Well, it's very, very simple. Today's economic news is very thin, so there's very little to worry about. It's going to be pretty much a technical day. As we can see, there's nothing this morning. There was nothing really last night. There was a little bit on JPY, and that'll be shown in the strength sheet in just a second. But through the morning, very little news on the euro. It's very low impact. Probably won't even affect the market at all. This runs through into later afternoon where we get a little bit of CAD news. Again, it's incredibly low impact. There's a bit of housing stats at around 1:15, but it won't really do anything to the markets, not potentially. Then we move over into 2 o'clock. We go back to euro news. Again, it's incredibly low value, so there'll be no volatility in and around 1:30 where you normally see the spikes. Pushing into 3 o'clock for the US housing market. Now, there may be a little bit of a flurry around 3 because housing market for the US is normally sort of kind of watched with good eyes. But then that's it. And then it just runs through low impact, couple of speeches, that sort of thing, right the way up to 10 o'clock. Nothing to worry about today, guys. If you're going to be trading, trade it from a completely technical position. There's no news to worry about. Yes, keep an eye on Sky News, see if there's anything comes out the blue, but there's nothing predetermined. So where does this sit with us with the strengths? Well, it's Monday morning, so it is a bit of an odd time because you've got to kind of figure out where the money's going as it comes into the market, but it can sort of still give you good opportunities. Now, what we can see at the moment, the CAD has moved up to the top of the tree. It's had a position change of 2. It's pushed its way through, and the pound, well, it's kind of sunk, and it's sitting on the floor, and it's lost 12 points from its last position. Now, the CAD has also lost ground slightly. So again, what it's shown is the market isn't really very strong one way or the other at this moment in time, because as you can see, all the numbers are quite bunched together. It hasn't pulled any of the majors out, so there's none really pulling, and the biggest gain and drop is over here. So JPY has moved up the ranks the most, and the New Zealand has fell off the perch a little bit, pulling down on itself. So there's pretty slim pickings. Okay, now if I look at the biggest drop and gain and then look over to this side, this will give you a quick snapshot as to whether anything is worth looking at. If it has a chart against it, it's worth looking at. If it doesn't have a chart against it, it's not worth looking at. And as we can see, New Zealand JPY doesn't have a chart, so it's telling you not to trade it. Keep away from it. Okay, so what has it pulled out? Well, strongest and the weakest, which is where it come to, is CAD GB. So we come down here to find where the pair is. Well, it's the pound CAD. It has a decent ATR, so there is movement within this market, and it's telling me to look at a 1 hour chart. Okay, now I've already done a quick analysis of it this morning just to see what's going on. It's telling me to sell it, but it's also telling me it's risky at this moment in time. So let me flick that over and we'll have a quick little look at this. This is actually doing what I told the guys last night what it would be doing. If I just pull up the Discord, I'll show you that. We always have like a little bit of a Murray time of things. Good morning, Juki. Nice to see you waking up. If I come to ideas of the week, there it is there. I did a full breakdown of this last night, and it's doing what I said last night. So the guys know exactly what euro pound is up to. So let me drop this back. As you can see, scream it up. That's where I'm roughly looking for it to get to, and it's working its way up there. But that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in this. It's going to be roughly a sell. But let's see why it's a sell. Well, if I drop it out at the daily, well, you can see there's a merry old drop going on. Sure is. Looks like it's pulling for a full retracement of this move. If it is, that means this level here that I've pre-marked in is a high probability area to get to. That's a good 25-30 pip move. Take it to a 4 hour so I can see what's going on. You can see the movers there. Yes, there's a little bit of compression, but it's pushing down. Take it to the hourly so I can see exactly what's going on. There's the drop. It's pushed up, failed at this level, pulling back down. Even if it brushes down to the basis of these, it'll still give you a half decent trade. And if you're looking for 10 pips per trade, just as sort of a minimum, let's just measure out 10 pips. Close enough. You've got plenty of room before it hits the next key level. Relatively simple trade to take, and that's it. You can see it in the candle formation. Drop it down onto 15 minutes, and we can draw a fib onto this. So it started there, got down to here, and this will start telling you a story. We know 50% is a key area to watch. Clean drop straight into the 50%, rejected it. How do we know? Because it just tagged it, didn't close above it, came away, tried to come back, but it's lower than it was at this point, and now it's falling away, pushing down. So here is a reasonable assumption to get to. If it's looking for sort of the extension, see where it can possibly push to the furthest, just drop an extension onto this, just like so, and then there it is there. There's your upper target here, but we have a roadblock in the middle, so the conservative trade is to that level there, and you run it into there risk-free if that's what you want to do. And if we go from the base of that candle down into there, that's a good 20 pip move. So there we go. Hope that helps. If it does, do hit the like button to make certain these become public again, and to help me motivate to do more, click the subscribe button. So as always guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.